Okay, so I'm really excited. We got this delivered today and I'm going to unbox it for you guys. So this is the DISKO. This is Eureka's version of the automated Tamp. We deal with Eureka a lot. We have a lot of their grinders, the Zenith, the Atom and a few others, and they're very popular with our customers. We also have used the puck press for automatic tampers. But this is the first time I'm going to have a look at this, and we're going to unbox it and we'll show you guys what it's all about. So Eureka are an Italian company and they specialize in grinders. It launched about 8 months ago in this country. It comes with a manual. This is a template to show you how to set it under a grinder, but this model doesn't go under a grinder. That's for a different model of machine. This is a standalone model. That's the brochure. That's how it would look. So it's a standalone. So what else do we have? We have, there's the electrics. That's the power, and that will simply plug into a 13 amp plug. So we have a tool. That would probably be to tighten the fork. The DISKO. Okay, and a cleaning brush. So let's unpack that. Let's have a look. There you have it, the DISKO. So it comes in standard color, doesn't come in any other color. It's black, and I guess you'd call that sort of a brushed metal look. There's the front of the machine. You have dials here. That would be to change the pressure of the press. So what you would simply do is you would have your portafilter. You would insert it under there. Now this doesn't fit, it's out the box. So what you do is get this tool here and you would adjust this, so lower. You want it adjusted just so it goes in, not so it's too low. What you'll find is once the press goes down, it'll rock if it's too low. So you want it to do just about 3 millimeter, I'd say. So you put your portafilter in there and then it'll press it down and give you, it normally takes about 1 second. I'd say we're going to power this machine up and we'll see it actually in motion. So that's the machine there. You can alter the pressure. You can alter the pressure from 10 kilos to 30 kilos, depending on the bean or the recipe you're using. Okay, so let me get rid of the packaging. So we'll have a look at the machine in more detail. On the back there, that's where the power cable goes. I don't quite know where there's a clip there. I guess this is for if you want to take it out of in situ. You've got it in a restaurant, you want to take it out and you've got an event to go to, you just stop that to get dirt in, I guess. But anyway, the power cable, just simply the end of that goes in there and then that goes into the plug. On the side there, you'll see the on-off switch. You have a portafilter. Now this standard, it comes with a 58 millimeter standard. So that would be a 58 millimeter. But if you have other machines, you need a different size. You can get it in a 58.3. You can also, if you have a La Spaziale and they have 53 millimeters, you can also get a plate for a 53 millimeter. They are extras, but you can get that. Simply to use, once you've filled this with your 18 grams of coffee, then you put that in the mechanism there. This is tight now because it's out of the box, but what you do is you use this tool. There's 2 screws allocated down there. You would loosen it off. You would lower that, put it to the right space and then tighten it up. And then once you've got it, so it has to be snug, but it has to, I'd say about 2 millimeter or 3 millimeter gap, so it goes in quite smoothly. If you use more of a gap, if you leave it to about 5-6 millimeter, you'll find as the machine presses onto the portafilter, it will rock, and you don't want that. You want it a smooth press, it will go down. It takes about 0.9 to a second to actually press it and go back. You can If you press these two buttons at once, then you get a double press. So you'll put it in and it'll press once and press two. Again, it will take about just over 1.2 seconds for that. So we're going to adjust for the portafilter. So what we need to do is this device here. We loosen the screws like so. And then this will go up and down, up and down. Now, as we've got this model, that's as far as it goes down with the screws in the current holes. Now we're using a Cimbali portafilter, which is quite a large portafilter. So that just goes in. So I prefer to have a little bit more space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these screws out, drop the forks, and put the screws back into the lower holes, and that should be better. Okay, so I've tightened the forks. I've made sure there's room enough for the portafilter to go in and take it out. So that looks fine. So then we're going to give this some power. Power is on, and then we turn power on. The light switch will light up, showing the power is on. And this shows you the pressure, saying it's 12, you minus it to 10, or you can go up to 30. Now you need to play around with that each time you use a different coffee, because the recipe will do, the grind will be different. So you just want to make sure that it's the right temp for each particular coffee. You don't need to do it every time, every day. If you're using the same coffee, that's fine. Simply put that in there. So it automatically recognizes you. You don't press any buttons for this. So if you're on service, you grind the coffee, got your coffee here, hot press, in, out, there you go, in the machine. And that's as simple as it is. So other features on this machine, if you press the minus and the plus together, if it says 1, it's 1 tamp. If you press it again, it will say 2 tamp. So at the moment it says 2, put the portafilter in there, and it tamped it twice. If you want to change it back, you just press that again, it will say 1 tamp, put that in there, 1 tamp. Another feature on this machine is the clean. There's the clean button there. If you press that and hold it, you'll see that the press drops. Once the press is dropped, you get your brush and you can quickly brush that. To retract that again, you press the clean button, hold it in for a second, and that the press will go back into the machine, and then you're ready for service again. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to see how the DISKO performs. We're going to put some coffee in this portafilter. Okay, approximately 18 grams in there. Then we put it in the DISKO. Voila, cool. Okay, so that tamped very well. It is an even tamp. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. Okay, so now I want to try out the double tamp. So once again, so to change it from a single tamp to a double, you press simultaneously the plus and the minus, and it goes on 1, then you press it again, it's on 2. We'll also change the pressure from 10. Let's go up to, if you hold your finger on it, it'll go up. You don't need to keep pressing it. So we'll do 30. Double tamp. And that's what it's done, and it's really good. It's even, and that's a good tamp, and that was really quick. I think that was under 1 second. So I really like this machine. It's compact, it's easy to use, it's well designed, and it's very well priced. If you want to see more details on the machine, you can visit our website. You can see the price and other machines like it. Be sure to leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you think. Thank you very much.